Hello and welcome to a quick introduction to FirstPass. FirstPass is a fast and powerful image downloader and browser for Mac. In this video, we will go through a quick example of how it can immensely speed up the editing workflow. Before starting to use FirstPass for the very first time, let's set the user preferences. Start FirstPass and press the Preferences button. Here there are quite a few options that you can set to your liking. For now, let's select show message when download finishes, request destination at download time, and skip duplicate files during download. This last feature will remember files that were already downloaded from a specific card for up to 5 days so that you don't download any duplicates. Next, let's plug in a card with some photos. As you can see, the device shows up on the left panel. Press the Open Camera button, which opens the downloader window. In this window, you can set the download destination and the file naming preferences. Note here that you can use many standard tokens for the file names or the destination folders. The secondary destination is optional and is really handy when, for example, you want to save a copy of all the images on a backup hard disk or some destination on the network. If you have more than one device plugged into the computer, you can work with both of them simultaneously. So here I plugged in another card. Now select the second device on the left panel and press the Open Camera to open the downloader window for the second device. So the downloader window shows a preview of all the images on the card. You can choose to download all or only select photos. So let's select a few images to download. When the download is done, you can select to go straight to the destination. And here are the downloaded images. You can change the size of the thumbnails here. And you can also browse through other folders. So note that to display the contents of any folder, you must double-click on it. If there are certain folders that you use often, you can add them to favorites. One of the unique features of FirstPass is its intuitive rating and filtering system. It allows you to go through thousands of images and very quickly identify the pics, which you can then import into Aperture, Lightroom, or whatever other image management program you're using. Let's go through the images and sort them to our liking. You can assign a rating to every image from 1 to 5. Everyone has their own strategy for rating, but let me illustrate one possible way that this feature can be used to speed up the workflow. Double-click on an image to open it in the zoom window. Here you can choose to view the image at 100%, move it around, fit it back to the window, rotate right or left, or give it a rating. You can also press a number on the keyboard to give an image a rating. So for example, I decided that I will mark all my rejects as 1, and the rest of the images get a higher rating depending on how good they are. I think this one deserves a 4, so I will hit 4 on the keyboard, and you can see here the chosen rating. Now let's read the remaining images. If you prefer to work in a full screen mode, select View, enter full screen. Or you can simply hit F on the keyboard, and you can go through the images this way. To see the rating in full screen mode, move the mouse to the top of the screen. Hit F again to return to normal size. Once the images are rated, you can go back to the browser window. I chose to mark all the rejects as 1, so let's use the rating filter to display only the rejects, and then delete them. Next, let's see the images that are rated, for example, 3, or 3, 4, and 5. Now that you know which images are worth keeping, you can right-click and select Show in Finder and import them into Aperture or Lightroom. Next, say I want to email the best images to someone. So view only 5s, right-click, and choose Save for Web. Here you can choose the size, the format, and the keywords. You can also rename the images in bulk. Select images, then hit rename files. And here, for example, I will append the name of the species to the file names. Slideshow allows you to view the displayed images in a slideshow. For example, if you would like to use only those images that are ranked 4 and 5, let's display those and then view the slideshow. You can control the time interval between images in the preferences. You can also choose to show exposure data for each image in the browser window by selecting View, Show Exposure Data. Lastly, you have the option of speeding your workflow even further by selecting in Preferences Automatically Start Download and Do Not Request Destination at Download Time, in which case you can set the destination folder in the Destination tab. So let's plug in a card, and the download has automatically started. And just for fun, let's plug in one more card. And here's its download window. For more information, please visit firstpass.lightoncanvas.com.